Lisa, last game of the season. You've already qualified for finals, but what do you hope to get out of this final game?
Yeah, certainly some really strong momentum. We know Bulldogs are a really strong side. We've been watching them closely over the last few weeks as well, and they're building a great brand, and they've got some exciting youngsters. So we want to make sure that we continue to execute like we have over the last few and bring some great momentum into week one of the finals.
I mean, you probably know them better than maybe some other coaches, and then also Gabby Newton coming up against her old side. Do you think that maybe they're sort of underperformed this year and really have the potential to still cause a bit of damage in this last game?
Absolutely. Yeah, they've got some great players. Alice Edmonds has been really good. Pritch is in the best form of her career. Fitzy. They're a really well-rounded team, and their youngsters are only getting better with every game. So, they're certainly a team that you don't want to underestimate because, as you saw last week against Saints, I thought they were really impressive.
How do you head into this? I mean, if you need to put on a fairly large score in order to be top four, you lose, I think you're down to about seventh maybe. But does that sort of come into mind as to when you're sort of setting up structurally as to wanting to kick a large score with the top four still in play?
Nah, we always want to kick a large score. We're still building towards that. I guess for us, it's just about improvement and growth, and we've certainly seen that. We don't really focus on anything outside of what we can do in our control. So the things I don't buy into is, where we can finish potentially. It's about more how I can prepare the girls to best play this week and execute their roles. And to be honest with you, nothing more than that.
Have you got an update on Ash Brazel, of course, sitting out for this game, but how serious is the injury and will she be okay for finals?
Yeah, we certainly hope so. We're still working through scans with her. She'll definitely miss this week and certainly hope to get her back next week.
Lisa, what does it mean to you to tick off that box that you're playing finals?
It's really important. To be honest with you, I know and have seen how hard this group works. So for me, it's about seeing the joy in the girls' faces, that all that hard work's kind of paying off. They're a brilliant group to coach, and I'm really proud of what they've been able to do and buy into. And Ashmack, obviously, to kind of come in and have an impact and be really clear on what her role is has been really pleasing. But I'm just so proud for the group. I mean, we all work really hard. It's something that we've been striving for, and we've certainly had some hiccups, but that buy-in, that whoever it is that comes in the team's willing to execute their role, and that's something that's really pleasing for me more so than anything else.
And is it even more extraordinary when you've had those three stars out almost the whole year? I mean, has that made it even more important?
Yeah, I mean, and we all, we want them back and we hope to get them back, but there's no guarantees as well. So the thing for those is understanding that whoever it is that's jumping into that forward role, I mean, Ebony's now playing forward, buying into what her role is, and everyone's stepping up. And we've said that from day dot. We didn't know that was going to happen, but I'm just so proud of how hard they've worked to be able to step into the shoes. We haven't had Hayley for a few weeks now, and it's kind of that next player up mentality. And we've seen some really important roles from the likes of, J-Lo, Jay Flynn, and Ash May taking on more of a role as well against some really great opposition. So that's been really pleasing.
And Hayley's, we've heard every couple of weeks she's maybe in, but is she in this week?
I hope so. She's got to train this afternoon. We're really hopeful that she'll be right this week. She trained on Tuesday and she'll train tonight, and then after that we'll do selection.
And what about the top four teams? And the way the draw was, you don't play a lot of the North Melbourne and that. Is that any concern going into the finals, that not having the games against some of the big powerhouse teams like North Melbourne, say?
No, I think Adelaide were really impressive. They showed us nice and early, and Melbourne as well. They're really strong teams. The comp is continually improving. You wouldn't think that Collingwood would be where they are. So you just can't go into any match underestimating any team. We know we've got a mountain of work to be able to play against those top four teams, but we're up for the challenge.
You mentioned it a bit there, for girls stepping up, playing a role. For girls like Tanisha and Laura Pugh, who have just kind of, they maybe don't get the praise publicly that some of the teammates do, but how crucial have they been for the season?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you'll ask any player in there, and J-Lo's another one, Gabba Bardwell-Webster, they just know that we value what they do highly. I mean, Tanisha, didn't kick a goal last week, but I actually thought it was the best she's presented as a forward as well. She was highly competitive. So as long as they understand where they fit within our team and how important executing their role is, that's just so important. And I know J-Lo's one of our most respected players within this group. And I actually, wouldn't look if she's had 2, 4, 6 stats, but I think she went back with the flight twice on the weekend, and she is uncompromising on what she does. So that's something that we're really proud of, and the players, applaud internally.
And someone like Gabby Newton coming in, first season, new club, like breath of fresh air for her as well, like having been somewhere for so long. How impressed have you been with her in her first season over here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think all three, which is Ash Braz, the one next to me. Ash Mack's been, fairly good, I reckon. Just kidding. Ash, you've been pretty impressive as well. And Gabby, but also Holly as well, who's an 18-year-old, now 19, that's moved into state. All the people that we've brought in are terrific players, but more importantly, a culture piece for what we've got in this club. And they're only building. They'll only continue to improve. But yeah, Gabby's exceptional. She's another one who's, predominantly played forward, back. We've played her inside almost every game this year, and I think she's been exceptional as well.
Another Gabby as well, Gabby O'Sullivan. Last week she was super impressive. What can you say about what she brings to the team?
Yeah, she's got a little bit of energy about her, doesn't she? So I've actually played her halfback, inside mid and forward. So another one that just has that great energy. She's electric with her pace, and yeah, she's one we really, missed from time to time when she wasn't available. But for her to bounce back and be available again to just tear through any opposition that comes her way, she's a great asset for our team.
Laura Kane's been discussing a little bit about maybe some of the changes for next year. Of course, if you go through, when you go through to finals, it'll just kind of roll on. There won't be sort of that rest week. Would you like something like that to be explored, particularly given the nature of a condensed season for the women's game moving forward to next year?
To be honest, I don't really look too far ahead. We're so busy. We're in the thick of it at the moment. We don't really look too far for that at the moment. Preparing the girls for Western Bulldogs and then finals is pretty much where I'm at the moment, to be honest.
Mim Strom, All-Australian contender, no doubt. What do you think?
Absolutely. Surely. She's got to be right. She's impressive, yeah. Ask Ash, who's the one who gets first hands from her as well. So, yeah, she's impressive.